Tell us
Thanks.
what went into picking these influencers and Jalen Hurts being on the cover.
Yeah, so Time 100 Next is, in our view, the 100 people around the world who are kind of going to be are the up and comer, the next generation. We have our main Time 100 list that comes out once a year. So these are the folks you'll see on the main list probably in 5-6 years, if not sooner. And Jalen Hurts was perfect for it. He's still young, still starting out his career. Made the big game, didn't quite get over the hump, not quite at the Mahomes level, but could be on his way. Into style, not into movies, as we point out in the story. He's pretty locked in on what's going on.
What was his reaction when you told him what you were doing?
Yeah, they were pumped. I mean, listen, during training camp, getting NFL quarterbacks to do media is not easy. And so on an off day, he was kind enough to give us 3 hours or so at a sports training facility in Southern New Jersey, drove over, and we took his picture and talked for a while. And, he was very businesslike. There wasn't much hanging around. There wasn't much small talk. Which is not surprising for an NFL quarterback. It's probably good news for Eagles fans that this wasn't like a distraction media trip where we're messing around and getting all this kind of days of living with the guy. It was very businesslike. He's coming over for 3 hours and is going to give you his perspective, and then he's on his way.
What don't we know about Jalen Hurts that we should?
I would say, and people might know this, but the level of seriousness that he takes this, I was struck by, most big quarterbacks are faces of the franchise, right? And they're on message. But Jalen was really, really, really on message, really locked in to a degree that was even unusual for the quarterbacks that I've dealt with. So he's super locked in. I mean, Philly might know this. He's very into cooking. He cooks crawfish, Cajun food. That's kind of his outlet. That's kind of how he relaxes. And he also told me, this didn't make the story. I asked him about the Jersey Shore, if he's hung out there and stuff. And, he's not hanging out on the boardwalk, but he said he caught a shark off the coast of the Jersey Shore a few summers ago, which I thought was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I want a boring quarterback. I want a guy who is, hey, you know what he does that's really wild? He likes to cook Cajun food. I'm okay with that.